We bottled it. We bottled it. We bottled it. With 2 more games to go, it looks impossible for Arsenal to be able to do some magic. We started the season so well, it was going so nicely, and then boom, reality strikes. And I was sitting there thinking that, I was planning the parade, planning to go to London to go and watch a parade that was never going to happen, but Arsenal, that's for you, that is for you. The thing that is frustrating, I'm not going to be a normal Arsenal fan and be like, Arsenal bottle the league. I mean, we can use a different word. They canned the league. They canned the league. They didn't bottle it, but they canned it. What do I mean? Well, they had the opportunity to go forwards. And this is where it gets a little bit frustrating. Losing to Southampton again. Not losing to them, but drawing to Southampton may seem all, yeah, we got a point. But if you think about it, drawing to Southampton, a team that's in the cusp of relegated since January, and we're proud of that. That should not be how football should be going. For a team that's trying to get the title. The thing, I'm not gonna be like AFTV. I rate those guys, but I'm not gonna be like them. I'm gonna be true. As an Arsenal fan who's not like, you lost, you bottled the league, I am disappointed. I mean, losing 3-0 at home to Brighton. Don't get me wrong, Brighton is a very good team, but losing 3-0 at home to Brighton it just goes to show. But I am very proud of this team. This team showed something different about them. Maybe there is faith, and I dare say that word when it comes to Arsenal. Maybe there is a hint that we could do something ridiculous magic. And I'm going to put a Hail Mary right now and say that the Arsenal might win the Champions League. And people will come for me now, being like, am I stupid, delusional? I am, yes I am. But you know what? I believe it. If we are able to sign 2 big players or 3 big players that can be able to rotate, that have similar characteristics of some players that are physical, have a little bit of pace, then we could be on the route to win the Premier League or even the Champions League. What I would say is, okay, I sound very delusional right now, and I'm contemplating it, but I'm trying to be positive. This team did something really special that I don't think any other, yes, except for 2003 Arsenal, could have achieved. We're able to get a lot of points, going large unbeaten runs. We had the Man United game for 3-2. We showed a lot of passion and courage. If this was an Arsenal team from last year or 2 years ago, we would have given up ages ago. But we've done something. We have not given up. We've put a fight. Now we got Champions League. We're second. I'm not going to forget that. As an Arsenal fan, of course, I want Arsenal to win the league. But the thing is, sometimes you gotta be appreciative of where you are. Being number 2 in the Premier League, contending, fighting against Man City, that's a great statement to say. And I don't get people that are saying Arteta out. Like, if you're saying Arteta out, the sole reason why we're number 2 in the Premier League, the sole reason why we're even contesting, and you're saying that guy needs to go out. That's when we know us Arsenal fans, some of us are lost. Personally, what I'll say is we did not bottle the league, we canned it. We need to just take some time to reflect on this loss. Personally, for me right now, Buying Declan Rice, it has to be a must. We have to get him. Get Declan Rice, get a better wing positions. I wouldn't say left wing, right wing. Get like a good right back or left back, or both, to like help facilitate for those positions. We do have Zinchenko, but he's not been performing to the greatest standards as he has in the beginning of the season. And a key thing I'm scared is that people start to figure out how Arsenal starts to play with the box-to-box midfield strategy. Every other team is using it, but people are now starting to figure out how Arsenal's playing, how every single player is grabbing the ball and just moving inwards. So what I would say is also refine and rectify the tactics. I don't know. This team given me a lot of hope in a good way. They really did carry me through this season, because I was, if the last year I was dreading to watch game up until the tail end of the season, I was actually excited, hopeful. Well, we didn't get the top 4, but now we got top 4. So you know what? That's something I can take off and be like, yes, we did something. We canned the league. I'll always say this, not bottled it. I'll say bottle it if we were 7, 6, 8, 10 points ahead of Man City. If we were favourites to win the Premier League, then I'll say it's bottle. But because we're not favourites to win it, I will not say bottle. But we did can it very hard. I mean, the thing that's the most disappointing of it is not losing. It is not bottling it. It's knowing that next season, every other team is going to integrate their own tactics and their own players, and they're just going to get even stronger. You see this with Man United nowadays. They're looking ridiculous with Marcus Rashford. Imagine what will happen next year. With Man City, with Erling Haaland almost getting 40 goals in one season. Imagine what will happen next season. Or with Liverpool. Liverpool may develop next season, and where will Arsenal be? So that's why I was saying that if it was any other chance for us to go for something and go super hard and win it, it was this season, but we did not do it. And to come off from, the previous seasons, we did perform really well. There's a couple of highlights of games, the Man United game, the game against the Tottenham games. We beat Tottenham twice. We beat all of our rivals easily. But it's just the inconsistency in certain times. And a big problem with Arsenal is the inability to survive without the key likes of players such as William Saliba or Zinchenko or Gabriel Jesus. We're really struggling in that department. We need to splurge out, invest some more money, and I don't want the Arsenal spending ridiculous amount of money on unnecessary players that do not need spending on. Do not be a Chelsea and don't be a Man United, but just buy wisely, smartly. I'll say most case scenario, invest more money in the youth. Another thing that we can also take away from this season is that, Arsenal's actually got a bit to them. We've got a little bit to us. We can actually put a fight. Going down against a couple of teams and coming back up, bouncing up, that's not easy. There's something about this team that is just different to any other Arsenal team that I've seen. Compared to the last season's team to this season's team is different. This is very different. It's the closest that we've ever gotten, not to a 2003 prime Thierry Henry region. No. This is the closest team we've ever gotten to a 2012-2013 prime Santi Cazorla with Alexis Sanchez. That's the closest we've ever gotten. And you know what? It was a special ride. This was one of the better campaigns Arsenal has had in a very long time, and I'm proud to have embraced football like this. So I'm not going to sit here and not defend my boys. I am proud of every single one of the players, all of the Arsenal lads, very proud of them, but you have broken my heart super. At the very last moment, I was packing, buying the train tickets, getting ready for the parade, getting ready to win. Or I even did say that if Arsenal were going to win the Premier League, I'll go bold. But here we are. But you know what? I'm happy. I keep my hair, and yeah, I'm just happy. We did well. We did very well. It's not easy to come first, let alone come second, let alone get top 4. So you gotta be proud, you gotta be happy. And if you ask any other fans and you say, do you think we would have been first? No, honestly, no. And to think that you think that we were going to be first just puts in your mind on perspective that you were delusional. Simple as. Sorry if that offended people, but it's just facts. There's no Arsenal fan that thought Arsenal were going to win, unless you are just one of a kind niche Arsenal fan. But in most case scenario, no one thought that Arsenal were going to be contending against City. I thought it was going to be like Liverpool again, or what I did think it was going to be. I did think also Man United was going to do it, but yeah, I thought we were going to get top 4. I was confident on that. From getting top 5, I was confident we were going to get top 4, but I didn't think we were going to get to second, let alone contending for that first. So we got to be proud. We've done something well. But yes, what can I give a player rating for each and every single one of the players? A player like Gabriel Jesus will usually, for Jesus, personally, Jesus has done really well this season, but I would not say he was the best signing that we've had this season. The best signing we've had this season, not a signing, but the best player this season is that Martin Odegaard. The way he plays football, and his leadership. There was one thing that they always did whenever they went down Arsenal, and that's something that has taught me something as an Arsenal fan. The group huddle where everyone huddles up and start thinking strategies and tactics. You know, that is powerful because it shows the chemistry of the team. It shows the spirit, the will, the power that we want to go and push and contend for stuff. We're not going to give up. After those team talks, you'll see how the Arsenal players are more hungry, more passionate. And if there's the one thing that Arsenal fans like me anyone should take away from Arsenal seasons is sometimes you got to be patient, and you'll never ever win, or you'll never ever, how do I explain this? If you believe in God, I do, God will never ever give you something in 2 seconds. Similar to the football gods will never give you something in 2 seconds. It takes years, and the hard work, little setbacks, slumps, you're never ever going to win it straight away in one season. It takes time. Unless you are a Leicester City, it takes time to get to that position, to get to those wins. So that's why I say that Arsenal are going in the right direction. Mikel Arteta is doing something special over there. I'm really proud and happy of seeing the beautiful game. Can we just sit down and appreciate it? Us Arsenal fans, everyone, can we not just sit down and appreciate that we just watched the beautiful game of football? My top couple of games for this Arsenal campaign were Arsenal versus Bournemouth. That game played with my heart in different ways. I cannot explain to you. My roommates can probably recall me screaming at the top of my lungs. It was ridiculous. I've never ever felt that much amount of energy from an Arsenal game in a very long time, since 2013, 2012 FA Cup finals. And yeah, I've been an Arsenal fan since I was about 2012, 2011, so that was 12 years ago. And so since I was 6, 7, I've been supporting Arsenal. And the thing that made me fall in love with Arsenal is the chemistry, the connection, the unity and power and diversity that we have in our team. Everyone is different in the Arsenal team. It's not like Man City where everyone's the same, everyone's got money, everyone, your squad, you all have the same sort of set roles. But in the Arsenal team, you have different characters and personality, and that's why I feel we are special. And we should be proud of what we have achieved this season. We did not win it. Yes, I am livid, and I wish we could have won it. I almost broke down, started crying because I wanted to win it. But the thing I'll say is we're going in the right direction. We're going to win the Champions League next season. Mark my words. Don't mark them, but mark my words. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. And yeah, peace.